Hi guys, it's Sue again. Hope you're all doing really well. Today I'm here just to do a quick flip through on this standard size traveller's notebook that I've done for a swap with Liz from Liz the Paper Project. I hope I've hit the mark with it. She likes all natural colours, so I took that as like autumny, nature sort of colours. I don't know whether I've hit the nail on the head with this, but I hope she likes what she sees. So I just thought I'd share it with you quickly. As I said, it's a standard size traveller's notebook. Once again, I've overfilled it, although Liz did say that she prefers her journals to be heavily embellished. She uses her journals for inspiration more so than for journaling. So I've just done a closure here, just a piece of satin bias binding that I've coffee dyed and ironed out. So, and then you can see here I've also used that same bias binding on the covers just to add a ruffle. I've also used on craft cardstock one of my eco prints, probably the best one that came out of all the ones I did, and I've sewn all around them, and then I've added some lace here, and then I've embossed some leaves with copper, gold and silver, and fussy cut them out and added them on there with a label. So on the inside I've just added and sewn around some Edith Holden paper. I haven't put pockets in the front or back here because I just think that I didn't want to cover up too much of that Edith Holden paper. If Liz wants to, she can add some pockets, of course. So okay, here we go. So just with I don't know, this didn't come out exactly how I wanted it to. In my head it looked completely different, but it's okay, I don't mind it. So I just wanted to add some texture. So these are all wool felt leaves that I've hand cut and just made into a little vine because there's leaves all over this paper, and just added some little berries to represent flowers, if you like. So I've just added that down the side there. So the colours are very nature-y, I guess, if that's a word. So just a elongated tag there. It was just a piece of that Edith Holden paper that I had left over, so I've just added that. Added some cardstock on the back, so you can use that as a bookmark or a journal on the back as well. Just a little tuck here. Another journaling card. This is out of a typewriter lesson book. So this is just the flap of this envelope, and inside I've just added a little piece of ephemera. This is just a little flip out that I've done with some Edith Holden paper. These hinges I've actually dyed myself, so I've just torn strips of calico and dyed them up with Distress Oxide in mahogany, peeled paint and brushed corduroy. Don't mind how they came out, so I just wanted to stay with that natural colour scheme. Here I've just done a little bird's nest on the corner here with some pearl beads in it. It's just a journaling tag. I've just done a little top tuck here, little collage, and a couple of mushroom journaling tags. It's a pocket that I've just collaged on, and then just a little scrappy book that I've made with some leftover papers, and I've just sewn that. This is a little miniature paper bag that I've embossed, added some fabric ruffle there, so just a couple of tags, and then it's also a tuck behind. This is another flip out. So I've just done a satin seam binding ruffle there, and on the flip out I've just made a pocket here and then just added a little bit of ephemera. Just another lace pocket. I've just added a little wood veneer on a bulb pin there, and a couple more tags, and then my little butterflies that I like to sew through and leave the threads for the antenna. And this is the back side, which is another pocket. So this is just a little miniature envelope that I've just tucked in there, and a couple of tags. Just emboss that as well. This was I actually had stamped this and it was a disaster, so I've made this pocket to cover that up, and then just randomly stamped script and some butterflies. And there's just a little bit of ephemera that I've printed out onto parchment paper. It's come up really nice and soft. And this is just a faux envelope that I've made. So this all folds out so that it's all journaling space. And then I've just tucked that over the page, so this can be used here as a tuck to add something. And I've just clipped that on with one of the little Tim Holtz pins, and then that just tucks over to the other side there. This is just an envelope that I've made out of some Edith Holden paper, and I've purposely torn it because I wanted it to look a little bit rougher or natural looking. So it's all those earthy tones there. It's probably the word I'm looking for, earthy rather than naturey. And just another little piece that I've printed on some parchment paper there. And I've just wrapped that around the 2 pages. This is just a floating pocket. And that's one of those leaves there that I embossed with the silver, copper and gold embossing powder. So just did a little collage there. I've used Distress Oxide and I've added water, which has given it that mottly look. And then just a little journaling card there as well. This is just one of those clips that I did a little while ago with, what do you call that? Alcohol ink. So I'm yet to do a tutorial on that. It's very easy, but I will get to that. It's just a matter of finding the time and finding when I have the house to myself and there's no noise going on, so that I can actually do a video. And that's why I'm doing this now, because I've got the place to myself for about an hour. So I've just clipped this tag onto the back there, and that's just a stamp that I've stamped that onto. And this is just a greeting card that I've added on the back side of it. Just a little tablet, and just decorated it. And then on the inside there's journaling space as well. So I've added quite a few, clipped a few bits and pieces just in case she does want to decide she wants to journal, so they can be removed and used somewhere else or added back on top of journaling. So I didn't want to glue everything in. Just a little collage that I've done up the top there. Just another little bit of ephemera that I've printed out. This is the middle of the signature, and I've used a piece of Edith Holden book paper, and I've just folded it up and made a pocket. It's just a collage tag that I've done, and a little butterfly tag there as well. It's just such beautiful paper, isn't it? And I've just left these in case Liz wants to add something to the middle, or she can trim them back down if she likes. It's a beautiful autumn scene there. These beautiful paintings came out of a book that I found, really old book that I found at an antique store. and the paintings in them are just amazing. They're just beautiful. So it's just another little bit of ephemera that I've printed out there, and that's just a fold out. And a little tag. It was inspired by Wendy from Wendy's Journal Adventures there. She did a tutorial on them, excuse me, quite some time ago. That's my last one. I need to make some more. So I've just done a collage here. Just for something different. I was going to make it a pocket, but I just thought I'd just make it just a little collage. Just another little tag that I've made. Just done some layering. Different fibres and lace, paper. And this is just a little hidden journaling space that I've done here. I've just closed it with some satin seam binding. And just need to put my glasses on, sorry, so I can see what's going on. And I've just tied a bow. Obviously a very tight bow because I can't get it undone. Of course, this always happens when you're videoing. Sorry guys, just bear with me for 2 ticks. What is going on? It's making very hard work of something that doesn't need to be hard. It's just basically undoing a bow. It's not a double knot or anything. There we go. It's not that hard, Sue. So just a bit of seam binding, and I've just added these little I don't know what you call them, but they're excuse me, they're Tim Holtz. So I've just made like a little closed door there, and I've just put some washi tape over those the brads there so they don't get all caught up, and then I've just added sewn in some different papers, so there's lots of different lots of space for hidden journaling. And this is actually a pocket behind there as well, so something can go in there. So that's a little bit of fun. I'll tie that back up later since I made it look so hard before. Just a little bit of collage here. I've just, one of those paper bags that I embossed actually tore, so I just tore that up and just did a little bit of collage. Had a little bit of that trim that I dyed with the Distress Oxides left over, so I've just done a little ruffle there as well. And this is a first day cover. It's not that vintage, it's from 1980. So it just looks nice and old, and it's from Australia, so I just thought that that might be something that Liz might like to just have a look at. I'll just pop that in there, and it does, I mean, it does open, so there can be ephemera or whatever put in there as well, and this is just a flip out as well. I just clipped that onto there. Some of those Tim Holtz clips are hard, aren't they? This is just a little journaling tag that I made, so you can journal on the back there. I've just sewn that, added a little bit of sari silk, and on here I've just put a bulb pin with a little button and a tiny little tag with some cheesecloth and another wood veneer butterfly, and then just some numbers on the back, so it doesn't matter if it flips over, it's got something on both sides. And I've just clipped that in there with one of those clips, bulldog clips that I've dyed with alcohol ink. This is the back side of this pocket that you saw before, so just a little bit of journaling card there, and this is a pocket as well in the front there. Just some sari silk. The lace pocket. So just another journaling card and just a little decorative piece that I made, and that's just got a petal from a flower. This is another first day cover from 1981. So 13th International Botanical Congress. It just all matched really nicely with this one, so just added that in there. This is just a decoupage tag, the large tag that I've done. Just added that, a little bit of that dyed trim. And another floating pocket with leftover paper from the Edith Holden book pages. And then I've just got a little bit of ephemera that I've printed onto some parchment paper, and that just slips in there. It's just another pocket that I've decoupaged, a bit of thread there. And another one of those beautiful paintings. I've just added a tab to that. It's just a doily tuck on the side. And I've just popped in an extra one of those paper bags that can be used throughout the journal or in another project if she likes. This is just a little fabric stamped flip. I think I got this from Sarah, I think from Little Acorn, I think. If I remember and I can find the link, I'll pop it down below for you. So I'll just pop that in there as well. Just some book paper with the paper ruffle that I've dyed with the, I had a little bit of excess distress oxide that I used to dye those trims and bits and pieces, so I've just sort of soaked that up with that. And here's another one of those paper bags that I've embossed, and I've inked this one. So it's just got a tag in there with a little paper, with a little fabric ruffle, sorry, and just an extra tag that can be used throughout the journal. Just inked that up, and then that's the back of the journal there as well. So I didn't add felt onto this one, I just left it as it is. So, and that's the back. So there you have it, guys. Hopefully she likes it, and it's a little bit different to what I normally do. I don't normally do like a lot of earthy tones, even though I love doing botanical journals. I did struggle a little bit with this, but I'm happy with the end result. And once again, I've left all my threads hanging there, so if she doesn't like that, they can be trimmed down as well. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you liked this journal, please give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel. I'm getting so close to the 1,000 subbies, which is really hard to believe. I didn't ever expect to get as many subbies as I have. So I'd like to thank you all who regularly come over and watch my videos. Thank you so much, I really do appreciate it. A little bit of exciting news as well, I do actually have my own website now. So you can head over there, and I've actually got journals and ephemera and stamps and ink pads, and I'm adding to it regularly. So if you're interested in having a look, please pop over and have a look. It's at www.PaperInspirations.com.au. Thanks again, guys. As I started to say, once I reach the 1,000 subbies, I'll be doing a giveaway, so I'll keep you posted with regards to that soon. Take care, guys. See you soon. Bye-bye.